that rigid, man, you know, go on, bro. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn the song of 144,000. So it's not about how you look, it's about who you are, it's about your spirit. If you're an Israelite, you could be in China, and the song resonates with you, and you're over some fucking black American Judah, nigga. Yeah. He's Judah, he's in America, he's on the block. But if you're over that dude, so the spirit, yo, it's about the voice of the Lord, man. My sheep hear my voice. Yeah, about all that, man. Like the shepherd says, I'm gonna load up with one of the apple that hurts. Yeah, but the inwards. Inward man. Yep.
It's Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for our worker work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you.
Yeah, and that's talking about the Gentiles and all that, man. Because Israelites have sown their seed all over the planet so much, and we lost our heritage, that you can, like, generations have gone past it. Generations.
It still stands as a seed to this day.
Exactly.
It's everywhere.
So really spirit. That's where the spirit comes in. Now the spirit gave High Priest Ariad 12 tribes, man. And that was the spirit. Man. So now we got to be spiritual. So if we see some Filipinos, they got swag, or they got spirit about them. You know, let's not use the word swag. Let's not use fucking American words. Let's say they got a spirit about them, they got, you know what I mean? They got character about them. Okay, because that's what the niggas try to do. Oh, swag. Oh, that's our shit. Well, let's not use swag. Let's use character, let's use spirit. What if that Filipino who's got spirit? What we gonna do then?
It's like we resonate on similar frequencies, man. We can vibe together, we fit together, man. You know? We're all part of the same kingdom, man. We're part of the same nation.
Yeah, when you go into when you go to 12 tribes, you kind of tell people from the tribe. That's all about voices and stuff. Yeah, man, you can tell people from the tribe. That's a spirit. Like, he could be like tribe. That's a spirit. Like, he could be like East Indian.
How about?
But the way it's going on, you might be like, man, that dude might be Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Like, a lot of them Irish people, a lot of them are Benjamites. I'm telling you straight out, man. We don't let them know them. That's what it's so, you know what I mean? They argue all day, they're vocal, they drink. I know the fucking facts. Irate. You know what I mean? And one thing you know about Benjamites is they're very irate. Benjamites can argue all day. And then you know what with a Benjamite? Like, everybody wants to be right. Yeah. You're not stopping. You know?
Nobody can.
She said, they act more Jamaican than Jamaican. You see that? You know what I mean? Like, you go, let's say, like, you better speak a tree. Like, a Jamaican will go, tree. And then, where's the tree? 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 Same. She's safe.
It's Baruch chapter 4 verse 37. It says, Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High.
Yes, so they're coming from all over the place. So it's not just going to be in America, which America is Babylon, the main deliverance, but you are going to have the scattering that is all over the planet. James 1:1. That's what we're in England. We're in England right now. We've got the Rothschilds here. So don't ever get it twisted and think that the Rothschilds ain't keeping tabs on what we do.
Maybe the livestock to the minute, we're property to this, of course they keep track.
They keep track. Exactly, their property, birth certificate, credit, getting up to. You know, they're on your case.
What school system you went to? Where's your hospital at, your doctors at?
Oh yeah, but they know that, like, so Israelites are under radical groups, under different documents. Project Megiddo, Rexane, whatever, 86.
Picking up the plan.
So they're onto Israelites, man. But that's the spirit of the Lord, you know. Now the gospel will be preached throughout the whole world, and then the end shall come. That's why this is happening. That's exactly why this is happening. No matter what, and it doesn't matter what walk of life a brother came from. I'm gonna be real with you. It's poured out when you go to Malta. Poured out with the barbarians, man. Let's finish the scriptures. I might get that. That with Greeks, barbarians, circumcision, uncircumcision. For some of the people were like, you can't think like, it's evil.
So Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall say his hand again the second time to recover from Cush and from Elam, from Shinar, from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
A lot of places there. One of them that stuck out to me was Elam. That's the East Indians. Really screwed, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that was the Persian Empire. Like, even if you think of the Persians now, Iran's like home base. You said many provinces and stuff like that, like Indian. But Iran is like heavy duty Persians. So you got Iranian niggas, Iranian bitches that are Jakes. You might get on with them more than you get on with some British motherfucker. Yeah. A lot of you British motherfuckers are fucked in the head, man. It's westernized bullshit, and fucks with people's heads. I don't really go into all that, man. Finish on that, man. Finish listening.
And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
And that's more of an American thing. In America, you know, you got the split neighborhoods, Latin neighborhoods, Negro neighborhoods, man. You know, in the States, right? All the brother that's from the States. I might even want to mention. Say it. Even the States, right? We got those split, but you know what? The Lord's word is bringing all these tribes together. Like even in LA, you got West Coast gangbanging. You got the fucking Mexican cartels and Mexican Bloods and Crips and Nietas, the Serenos, Latinos. But then at the same time, it's weird because you have Jakes in the gang. It's weird, man. It's just stupid. You'll have a Jake there, anti-black, but then there's a Jake in the gang. It's stupid, man. Gang banging, whatever they call it. But really, through the word, the Lord's closing and destroying all that bullshit. Yeah. And negative shit. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it out. But really, you know, in the ancient world, you go somewhere and you're supposed to be able to get somewhere to sleep. That's in the Bible. Hospitality, man. Like, look, you might go Levi, you might go Benjamin, you might go Simeon, but I'm tired. And the inn. So the deal with you is brothers, we ain't got that word. Niggas wanna rob your ass.
Can't trust them.
Can't trust the nigga.
We ain't got the same level of morality, ethics. We're just meant to be set up by the scriptures. We're meant to have those ethics and those moralities that we can trust in each other,
They're not gonna get it to the kingdom, because you got Israel of the Most High. So you got Israel of the Most High, and then you got Israel of fucking niggas.
Yep.
You got an Israel of the Most High, but then you got an Israel of fucking niggas, man. Let's get some of that. You know, some give me Romans 11:7. You gotta push all this out here, man. You got Israel of the Most High, and then you got Israel of the niggas, man. And then you know what, I gotta put this out there. Brothers might have problems, like, but you know what, bro? You gotta squash all that with your brothers, man. And if there's a real problem, shoot up the chain and we deal with it like real fucking men. I'm just gonna put that out there right now, man. All this whole ass shit can fucking stop, nigga. Okay, because you know what? I'm not saying problems ain't gonna happen, because that's in the Bible. We had Paul, Barnabas, and then that to kind of split ways. So that happens. You know, we're not, you know, but that didn't mean that, okay, he ain't a man of the Lord, and he ain't. but there's sometimes there's whole ass shit going on. Straight whole shit, bro. We gotta get that sorted out. Okay? We gotta get that fucking sorted out. And one thing I like to do, man, bro, I said, so what the fuck is that about? So that's how I like to get down, bro. What the fuck you do, man? And sometimes you don't do that with everybody. Because you know what? You don't know how brothers are gonna react, so sometimes you gotta attack. You gotta know how to speak to certain brothers. You can't just go to every brother with the same kind of spirit. Because that brother might get offended, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know? But there's order, man. Let's read Romans 11:7. What the election have obtained it in the rest of life. So we gotta, you know what, man? We gotta praise Yahweh by shouting our shine. Okay? That the Lord's got us in this, man. You know, it's London niggas, like, you know, the fucking immigrants information, right? Because they've been really linked up, like,
Alright.
Listen, when I first come to the truth, like, there was a whole, I was in Brum, and I had a whole Brummy camp, bro. Brum niggas, bro, straight gangsters. I'm not even gonna lie, these were gangsters. Now, a lot of them fell out, one of them got deported. You know, some of them were just like on the block. I was on the block. I can mention these kind of people who know their name. You know what I'm saying? I was teaching some of these cats. Some of them were cool. One of them's still around. But he just couldn't get in it like that, but he's cool. So I don't really talk to him, but he's cool. He's still like, it's something in his mind, so the Lord could have mercy on him. I don't know. Maybe he might get sacked. But there's one dude, that nigga was fucking selling crack. So the Lord shut him out, got it rid of that nigga, man. And then guess what? I said, you know what, man? I was out there, going all around the Midlands, going north, and then these brothers came in, but you know, Matt, you was there, you know what I mean? And you was there as well, taking your brother and that. I'm saying, yeah, you're tagging a beast. So I said, okay, let me link up with these brothers. I was out there for a couple of years, and we were around. I said, fuck that, I'm gonna link up with these brothers. So I linked up with these brothers. And I kind of moved down here, man. We was down here in London and shit. And it was new to me, because I'm from the north, bro. London was different, man. The expenses, where you gotta live, you can't get properties, bro. When you go up to where I'm from, you can get property in a month. They give you a flat, bro. Everything's cheaper too. It's cheaper and shit. So like, I was down here, brothers were kind of helping me out and shit, you know what I'm saying? The brothers were helping me out, so I was trying to get used to the shit. But we was doing work everywhere, we didn't give a fuck. Trying to create a situation, you know what I'm saying? But we toured all over the place, we was all over, we was in Barking, we was in Stratford, Bridge. That was right by Tottenham Court Road, but by there's like a dungeon and that, we was tearing that up, remember that shit, bro? Yeah. They were getting teared the fuck up, man. Remember that shit? And then I'm gonna give you another story, bro. Fuck it, I'm giving stories right now, bro. I remember, man, when this was quite early, because I was staying in East London. Brother got me a flat and all that. I was living in a flat. It was shit fucking old. I should have moved back to the Midlands, because for that price. I don't know what I was doing, man. one little fucking box with a fucking sink there, bed there. What the fuck is this?
Couldn't even stand up for the whole thing.
Couldn't even stand up. I was like, bro, what was that? Where I'm from, bro? I've got a 2-bed, 3-bed fucking
Drinking that water.
in the house. It's ridiculous. But I remember that Danger Mouse. Talk about it, that Danger Mouse. He was like an apostle. That was Apostle Paul's first student. After when after the splits and that, Danger Mouse. Now Danger Mouse was out here before. He was the first person out here. He was out in England. And it was in the 90s, isn't it? It was in the 90s. Yeah. So he was like a 90s Israelite. And he was teaching in Brixton and that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of made videos going back and forth. I'm cursing him out. I remember Ricardo was saying to him, I remember that, man. I was like, fuck that, fuck. So then one day, I just rolled down Brixton, man. Now, I didn't know, like, we never went the same day. I thought it was Saturday when it went. But let's say, like, you got the train station, we was up here, so we went near them. Man, them niggas came up, man, they rolled up around the camp, and we had the bar of Muff. Remember the white Jake brother, man? He was a good brother, man. Miles, yeah. Remember he was a cool cat? Remember the bar of Muff, man? Quiet, but he was a cool brother, man. And guess what? These niggas backed up goals and started swinging. And that's what they did. They want to do no talking, no reasoning. Where they all what you doing in Brixton? That's the first thing he said. So then it went off. You know, some brothers got hurt from them. You know, we hurt some of them. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that I got Danger Mouse and cracked him right in his head. Great talk, nigga. He knows that, nigga. And I made a video about that. I was in a mock. Yeah, I remember that video, man. I said to him, I said, the camera, I said, nigga, you got to fucking box. You know what I'm saying? But we were kind of wild and shit, man. I remember that, man. I'm just going to put some history out here. Why not?
Still young, innit? He was young.
Wait, happy? He got Carmel first?
Yeah, attacked us, bro.
Now the Bible does say, build not on another man's foundation, but we weren't at his corner. So, okay. My question is this: ICPK from Brooke are in the same spot where he teaches. IUS, everyone goes there. How come he started rushing them niggas there? How come we never even went there? We was down the road by the pubs, under the bridge. We was further down that way. How come we never came like that?
Well, we're shipping some fire as well.
You know what I'm saying? You got precepts. Bring it.
So Acts chapter 19 verse 40. For we are in danger to be called in question for this day's uproar, there being no cause whereby we may give an account of this concourse. 20 verse 1. And after the uproar was ceased, Paul called unto him the disciples and embraced them and departed for to go into Macedonia.
So there was a lot of things happening with the disciples. A lot of skirmishes. Simon got stoned to death. You know, so where the prophets coming back? So you might not know it, man. Depending on who you are, brother, you went through a lot of trouble in your ancient life, man. So we gotta really start opening our minds to read what's going on. A lot of brothers went through some kind of fucking traumatizing experiences, man. Wicked niggas rolling on the camp. Look at Sakari. They got gats now, and they're talking about rolling on GMS. Sakari's so carnal, man. He was cursing out the Bucks, Fallout Maharakar. Oh, yeah. He was trying to be humble about it for about half an hour, And then he had a boy that was saying, big out, shout out Popeye in prison. He was on the comment boards. And then you know what I said on the comment board? Popeye said, you ready for any spiritual war. Then another nigga came, man. And they were talking about Maharakar. You know Maharakar? That dude with the dreads. They were talking about him. So Sakari's got gats and the carnal, man.
Yeah, he was like, I think the leader, he was throwing like some gang signs or something.
He threw a gang in that rap video. Yeah. And that rap video was carnal, man. He had a crip dude.
He's a crip.
He was a big nigga. That was carnal.
Bandana was niggas.
What kind of these go?
Niggas, they crip.
Come on, man. The Bible says, be not carnal. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, nigga. Any fuck niggas trying to roll upon me, nigga, I don't fuck. I'm being honest, I ain't even just saying a joke, nigga, saying a joke. Any of the bitch niggas trying to roll upon me, bro, it's on, bro. Okay? Now, I'm gonna try to be spiritual to the best of my ability, bro. But I'm being honest with you, so I don't even fuck niggas. So, no. Like, I ain't no gangster. I'll tell you something, you don't even know what the fuck I am.
But we can come from that walk of life. We do. Come from different walks of life, different territory, should I say, man. We're seeing different shit, but we ain't bringing that into the truth. So we let all that, that's the old, man. We let all that shit go, man.
Yeah, that's
These
the
men are
best
trying to
energy.
bring that into the truth with them, man. Throwing up signs and shit.
Hey, but that's survival, man. One dude said in the comments going, oh, well, you ain't got to worry about it because you made 8 million of the album. That's what was on the board. He's still up there. Go ahead.
This is Matthew 26, and we jump straight to what
So some
Yahshua
of
said.
them niggas are getting paid off.
They're getting paid. Yeah. Well, they got the pay power to these different memberships.
Every time I'm on a live, bro,
Yeah.
he's getting $20, $50, or, you know what I mean? We know what he's doing. That's why he's got entertainment. Okay, well, we go have a Passover night.
Reality TV program.
It's Matthew 26, 52. Then said Yahushua unto him, put again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
Yeah. So now you had men of the Lord that were warriors, but they ain't supposed to live by that bullshit. Come on. Like, I've been watching American politics and all that. I've been checking it out. Chicago, South, LA, and you know, you got all these politics. Why are you gonna get yourself tangled in that? That's just stupid. Because these niggas are low life.
Hey, there was one where the guy was teaching and he had the gun like that. And then it was like, bro, that shit could have gone off with the brother that's talking. That shit was like that. It was to his chest. You see that shit? I seen it. And the brother was like cutting the dude. And then that gun went pop. And took him right with his
Evil man. I don't know how you make everybody laugh like that.
Bro, I just seen that. That shit was hilarious.
That you don't even laugh.
You see that? Could have been one of those monetization moments, man. That bigger squeeze with no one doing this.
You bring it out.
Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High.
There's carnality different stuff. Like, there's always you're this gang, they're washed up in jail and dead. They're the young ones. Yeah, that's what's bullshit. Them little monkeys, they don't know what they're doing now. They think it's a video game. They do the same shit. You know, you don't stop. It's crazy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not in your league, nigga. All you niggas, I'm fucking on you niggas. So I remember going to all that. Should I even go into that, right? Like, I was just going to that shit. You had this faggot nigga that came. Now, I was in Holland, bro. Oh, yeah. Rich ass nigga came down thinking that, oh, I'm gonna confront man and all that. Nigga, bro, like, because you know why he did that? Because I said, in the video, I said, I don't know why exactly he did. I shouldn't even bring this all up. But I can't help it, man. You know me, it's the flesh. I said to the dude, he made so, you know, you got that kind of vibe. I wasn't saying, he interpreted that. Like I was saying, bro, you're from Beckett. I'm so scared. So then the next video they made, they were trying to take a piss. They're going, oh, he's a grumpy, he's a proper popshot. Proper popshot. I thought you bitch ass nigga, man. You don't know me, nigga. Talking about, nigga. You wanna come fucking the Midlands with broke, nigga? I know, I'm from the fucking streets, bitch ass, nigga. My dad, everybody in my family, nigga. Bitch ass, you think it's a joke? Ain't no fucking joke, nigga. I can make phone calls right now, bitch ass, nigga. You talking shit? I bet you ain't even on your, people niggas don't even know you on your block like that, nigga. I grew up like that, I was 12. Talk about this shit, nigga. I know about this shit. Johnson's, Burger Bars, nigga. I'm fucking, I know this shit, nigga. I know the streets. I know niggas that know these niggas. I remember I was in Brixton back in the day, and I was talking to some of these Brixton dudes, and asked me, where you from? I said, yeah, Brook. And me and them were having a dialogue about fucking Brook. I remember this was years ago, nigga. Ain't no pussy ass nigga. Fuck, nigga, don't know people trying to threaten me like that, bro. But you know what, the spirit had it. That was the spirit. I was in Holland. So the spirit had it happen. They were supposed to happen, spiritual. Because they got cut. Because they were trying to come against the mean doctrine.
Oh yeah.
And then the spirit had to get cut. So the Lord didn't even want all that negative shit happening, man. That's just demonic, man. I have one of you niggas was kicking the tree and all that, nigga.
Now
You know what I'm saying?
Now some of that camp's disbanded.
They're disbanded? What's going on with their ass? Read that.
This is Acts 5, verse 35. And said unto them, ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men. For before these days rose up Titus, boasts himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain, and all, as many as obeyed him.
So you better be careful what movement you're setting up. Just because you got a yes man. God! You know what I mean? God! That's right. God! A lot of you niggas, ain't getting no pussy. The choke in London. Niggas can't breathe. Okay, nigga. I suggest you go to the coast, man. Just take some time. Let's go to the coast. Get some fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll be a bit better, man. Honest advice. Because I've traveled all over. I know in America, I've traveled all over the world, nigga. London's fucked up. Just get out of this shit. Go your ass to the coast.
Yeah, nice pebbles.
Breathe. Yeah, you know what I mean? Chill. Like, come on, man. Just chill, nigga. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? Go on.
As many as obeyed him were scattered and brought to naught. After this man rose up Judas of Galilee in the days of the taxing and drew away much people after him. He also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed.
So there was few cats like that had that rebellious carnal spirit, man. We ain't got that carnal spirit, man. That's not gonna get us nowhere. And you know about carnal? I know about carnal, but trust me, I won't be honest with you. I know about carnal. I got scars, nigga, in this carnal shit. I won't be honest. I ain't gonna go into there and niggas don't know, but I'm fucking fucked up. And I know what's popping. Trust me, people know me out there. I can put niggas on the phone right now, but I ain't gonna do that. Because you know what? That's negative. That's not gonna edify, man. It might prove a certain little stupid point, but really, what's that edifying? We're not out there for that. You know what I'm saying? We're out here for what? The scriptures, man. What does the Lord said? Feed my sheep. Let's get that, man. If you love me, feed my sheep. And that's why I was meditating on the barbarians. Well, you probably read that, and then we can probably start closing out. If you can get the motor scripture, the whole chapter, okay, that was in like Acts 28. You got some quick precepts as well. That's it, yeah, we go.
This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 19. Now, the works of the flesh are
taking niggas. That's why they were so pumped up. These niggas had steroids, man. They couldn't control themselves. I know when the niggas taking steroids.
to a vein in his head.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As soon as at work, he's smashing it. The nigga couldn't even keep it. Whole boss. You know what I'm saying?
It says, now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies.
There's a lot there, go into it because there's a lot there. So whatever the spirit was, pick out.
Yeah, it's talking about like hatred, variations, and wrath and strife.
Yeah.
That's what the flesh, you know. So we're meant to be more spiritual minded, you know, and let all that strife cease. You know?
And that's where brother would come to. Because there's no, I was watching brothers, and there's nowhere else on the planet where you got brotherhood like that, where brother can help you out. You know, certain stuff like that. And if you ain't got it set up like that, man, you're going off. We're gonna have to show you how it's done. Because we don't get Great Millstone, we don't operate like that, man. Great Millstone, the way we operate is brothers get set up, and we have to understand each other's spirits. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. And I'm just telling you, man, my experience, bro. I ain't shit. You know what I mean? But I've been 07, I've been around the apostles. So I've learned something. You know what I'm saying? Something that can fucking help me. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I ain't shit, bro. I'm just a person.
This one quick. This is Galatians 6 verse 8. It says, "For he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall the Spirit reap life everlasting."
Yeah, ignoring demonic activities. That's what you get rewarded for, man. The flesh. I mean, look when you watch the news, these maniacs. Oh, he's chopped his head with a fucking mallet, and now he's doing time. Like that, you don't want to be getting involved in that shit, man. And a lot of it is over some stupid, petty bullshit. I'd rather have a knuckle up with the nigga and say, you know, whoever wins, old school style. You know what I'm trying to say? I'd rather have that. I'd rather fucking do that, man. I'd rather fucking have a fucking scrap. You don't have any. It's a fair fight.
After that shit,
There's nothing wrong with that.
you see another day.
Like they say in the States, shooting forward.
Right.
That's what's missing. All these drill artists, these niggas, they just put the weapons down and shoot a fair one instead of just getting a strap and busting it, busting the man's head off. They alleviate a lot of tension, a lot of things, man. Them little niggas don't know how to fight. Even over here, these little London drill niggas, man, they don't know how to fight. So they're scared and it's like, pick up the weapon.
You gotta start, you know, to get loud. Before anything's even started. You know what I mean? Like, getting loud. I ain't playing these niggas, bro. I ain't talking, bro. What's happening now? I've been like, man, I'm not even going towards it. Let's calm. Let's go out. So that's what they like.
Yeah, that's
what they like, you know.
Because you were talking about, Sakari, they were strapped up and everything like that. This is Luke chapter 22, verse 36. Then said he unto them, but now he that have a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that have no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. Right? So they use that as a justification to roll around with swords, guns. For I say unto you that this that is written must yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoned among the transgressors. For the things concerning me have an end. So that's the reason why he told him to buy swords, so that prophecy would be fulfilled, that he would be numbered among the transgressors. The Pharisees were blaming and accused the disciples as being a lawless group. That was it. That's till prophecy could be fulfilled.
That's where you get the groups like Sakari's come up.
You know, because they were rebels at the end of the day, man. They weren't sons of God, really. But they had an occasion that.
David chopped up the ear of Malcolm. Oh, well, that's a soul. You see the video? The guy went near them, he went back off. And no. But what about when Malcolm put his hands on Yahushua? That was justification. That was a soul. But they didn't do that. He said, "No, man. These guys still died on the soul." So that's true. It wasn't about all that. That was the point. The point was, you know what I'm saying? We defend ourselves. We're not living by no fucking sword.
Sword ain't gonna save us.
It's save nobody.
It's like Esau. Esau was blessed with the sword. He's gonna go out by the blessing that the Lord gave him.
That's a beautiful point. So that's the spirit.
By blessings is
We can get from 10 scriptures out and that was Yeah, go ahead.
Psalm 105 and 30 says, when they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another, he suffered no man to do them wrong. Yea, he reproved kings for their sake, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm.
Yeah. Exactly. And the Lord is going to protect us, man. So, you don't need guns, you don't need gats, you don't need weapons. You just need the Spirit of the Lord.
They also don't believe in the angels that encamp around us and all that kind of stuff. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there. They don't believe in those sorts.
You know what? Let's say like you in your personal life and your cousin gets you going through bullshit, you got to curse him out. Fine. But to come to the camp with some gats, like that is ridiculous. Yeah. If you're in the flesh, brothers could be in any situation, man. You could be out there. You be spiritual, but then Satan, because that's what Satan does, probes you in different ways in your life, through your mom, through your auntie, through your cousins, and you're like, shit, man, you know, something happens. You've been spiritual, but the Lord, you know, but then there's that, but then to come to the fucking camp with gats, that's called, you know?
To kill the Israelite. Same thing when you're talking about the Israelite with the garment, you know what I mean?
That's how they.
That's that white dude, they did that drop white man. It could have been a Jake too when you see it, man. See that video? He just chatting shit and that white dude.
Now he went for his feet.
Yeah.
Then he realized he didn't have shit.
Yeah.
And they started going, shoot.
They say you're killing the Jake, man.
And it made him look stupid when he said that. He went, shoot me then. You can just shoot.
But even there was a white woman before at the cigar, remember, she said, I'm eating all that, and they were cutting her, and then she said that my dad's black, and she told the video, remember, the picture, and the dad was actually, but she looks like a straight white woman. And then they were like, cigar, Bob, remember that? Remember that? And they said, that's Bob? Yeah, she said, oh, okay. You have to kind of like gloss over.
That was been about 5 or 6 years ago. Like 6 years ago. That was going back. I remember that now. Going back now. Remember that shit? That's what Bob was killing. Kari going to be selling 8 You're still a jack. He was on his time. His boy said, don't worry, man. He said, fuck it. I'm from that life, so I'm ready for any sport. Because we are.
Yeah, I've got a scripture about it.
Ecclesiastes 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, some people think they're going to get away with everything. We don't live like that. We live paranoid, and I'm going to be honest with you. We live paranoid, really. I mean, it might be like fucked up, but we got to have faith, we got to be solid. But we're kind of like, in a way, paranoid too. Someone look at the word paranoid just so I make sure I'm getting the right. You know? I know I'll be living paranoid. But there's probably a better word for it. You You know what I'm saying? Anxiety, all that. Because the scripture says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Fear, if you're scared, you're going to be anxious.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be like, shit, everything.
Yeah. On the Passover, man, you know, everyone was a bit scared, you know. Is it I, you know?
Yeah, they were all that was a tense Passover.
That was a tense power.
They went Judas Iscariot. And they didn't know who he was. That's deep, man.
Is it I?
That's fucking deep, bro.
Yeah, I found a definition, but it's the way they've kind of spun it differently.
Okay.
But like the way they've kind of said it is more like it's a mental condition characterized by delusions.
Yeah, that's what they do, because you know what, Esau don't believe in the spirits.
Yeah.
He don't believe in, like, if anything to do with mental health, he'll just put it as just a crack, rather than actual spirits messing with the person. You don't really go into the spiritual aspect of it, man. That's what they got a criteria. Oh, do you hear things?
Yeah.
Now the person might actually be hearing shit, man. That's in the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's auditory. Okay, now you put him in a section and he's mad. This is how Esau operates.
Yeah.
Check a different dictionary. Get certain. Or the etymology. Get the etymology.
Yeah, etymology is somewhat similar to
the etymology.
It mentions madness and derangement.
So beside the mind, beyond the mind.
Wait, say
Para, so it says para, which is so from para, beside, beyond, and nous, mind.
Beyond the mind.
Beyond the mind.
Well,
That's spirit.
That's spirit.
That's spirit.
Beyond the mind.
Spirit's beyond the mind.
But beyond the mind is that's
It's
the scripture says what? Putting the whole armor of God, that you may stand against the walls of the devil, the principalities in high places, fiery darts and wicked. So of course, paranormal.
Yeah, beyond the norm,
Yes, that's spirit.
They say they get paranoid, like they can see and hear things. So they're very like tensions, cautious. That's like a different spirit. Cautious, the spirits around you.
They get paranoid.
You can see and hear things. Spirits.
Exactly.
You say that's sorcery. Because you look up the word sorcery, the word is pharmakeia. That's where pharmacy comes from. That's where they sell drugs. So you're the person that sells you drugs. That's your modern day sorcerer. But they sell you them drugs.
So I'm gonna say this. You got a lot of bitches in London, man, that are doing tarot cards. And they don't want to do that because they're trying to think, okay, if I open my mind, I'm on a high level. That's not the spirit of the Lord. You just got maybe drugs into the dark side. You've gone through the same portal, but you've gone through the left-hand way. Now, what's the proof of that? Jacob's ladder. Jacob's ladder is the proof of that. Because when you read Jacob's ladder, it said that. Someone gave me that right, Chris. Someone gave me that right, Chris. Spiritual? Paranoia about that, which they cards on.
I was gonna say, because even in a recent video Apostle Ramlab did, he was like, and then you got the Zodiac, but bros, I don't recommend any of you go into that, because you say you can easily go left or right with it.
Of course. See, because the Zodiac is the way they've set that up is for witchcraft. It's like, okay, today this is gonna happen, tomorrow. Like, that's witchcraft. We're supposed to live by faith.
This is soothsaying.
Wrap it up. Soothsaying. Now the Zodiac does the star constellation. So there is a way you can actually use that.
The 12 fruits.
But not the way they're putting it in the back of the magazine. So in the back of the magazine, today, she's gonna smile at you. So now you're walking around and man, you can be bewitched.
It just speaks to that, even though they go into all these things, man, they can't predict their own end, man. They don't see they're going to go straight.
Exactly.
We're going to learn that in the kingdom.
Well, you got demons, man, and you just go deep into it, that they're so into witchcraft that they got to wear a certain colour every day. Okay, today, wear them red trousers, wear them red top. Okay, then tomorrow, but wear that for a month. That's gonna bring you luck. And they're actually walking down the road.
Yeah.
Taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sorry.
You say something, bro?
Yeah, but you got people that are doing that shit. And a bullet can't hit them, but then one day that bullet does hit them. It's like the demon leaves them. Like when the demon leaves them, when the demons leave.
Celebrities. Shit moves in their house. Their mirror will move. They're fucked up.
They can't see their reflection. Shit
Yeah,
like
they're
that.
mirror. They're bugged out. They're bugged out. They're bugged out.
It's all rosy.
That's all of it. You get Jacob's like it.
Genesis.
No. But I like them kind. I'm gonna be honest. I like those topics. I'm gonna be honest, and especially we're in England, so there's a lot of that going on. A lot of brothers in England, I'm thinking, bro, there's a lot of witchcraft going on in England. Rothschilds in here, to do big time.
Those headquarters is home, isn't it? The Freemasons headquarters, isn't it?
Yeah, you know. There's a video there. The Freemason headquarters is in Open. I went there.
I was just about to say that. When we used to go out, they used to feel like.
Open. I went there.
I was just about to say that. When we used to go out, they used to feel like it was spiritual.
Yeah, there's a presence there.
We went to the Sphinx and all that. Waves were rocking and shit. Like the tsunami was gonna happen. That's by the Sphinx.
Bro's got to know what they're fucking involved in, man. That's why sometimes the bro's might be arguing, it's demons jumping on the That's why sometimes the bro's might be arguing, it's demons jumping on the They're really bored, they got no pussy. And they're arguing with each other. That's just fact. I'm telling you, man, some brothers have got to get on that train, just get the fuck out of London, man. Get your ass, get your mind open, man. Real talk. Just go on a trip. Brothers be caked up. Nah, put that here. Nah, man. Come on, man.
Genesis 28, start from verse 10. And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went towards Haran. And he lighted upon a certain place and tarried there all night because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of that place and put them for his pillows and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set upon the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of the Most High ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it, and said, I am the Lord God of Abraham, thy father, and the God of Isaac. The land wherein thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north.
Angels were coming in and out, man. And guess what? Where did the demons come from? Same fucking place. Same place. That's why when Esau, like, when Stonehenge did a video, the air changes. But, like, spiritual things can happen. But when they're doing it for opening up the spirits, because the air's different, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they do when they catch spells. Actually, I'm going to tell you this. England is on London is on a major ley line. That's why it's so demanding. It's got a heavy ley line. Scotland's got a heavy ley line of Edinburgh. And London's got a heavy one in some of the Midlands. London's got a heavy ley line. So that's why they kind of built it here. The frog.
Yeah, the unclean frog.
Unclean frog. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know exactly what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. So there's a heavy demonic spirit to cake niggas up. Brothers be caked, man. Brothers can't get no ass. I want to be real. Brothers are fucked in the head. Brothers are depressed, don't know what to do, man. That's all part of the spirit, man. To fuck people up.
Yeah, when you're out of it, it's fucking not even a big deal. When you get out, it's like, the shit that you think is a big deal ain't even that deep. It's the fucking environment, man. Where they know they're doing it. The spirits are here. It's true.
Yeah, because I went to
No, go ahead.
No, because I went to Germany one time, right? And it just felt more clearer. And it was a part of Germany that I went to. It was like the outer skirts, a bit more countryside type thing. But it just felt pure. Like, it just felt better. You know, then being over here, like when I came over here, the environment's toxic. You can sense it.
You know, Europe is better. Europe is alright. We live to Europe's alright. If you get lost in Europe, you're alright, man. You got all them little different lands. You can just drive there. But with England, you're stuck on the island. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just fucked up.
You just went to the precept. Jacob's ladder, he said he was going through the land, he was traveling. Yeah, now he was flying place. Out there, he was exploring basically. God was showing him the spirit.
And that's how why he went through the experience.
Yeah.
If he stayed put, I'm just staying here. He went through that experience. But
That's it. You know, the United States. Yeah. Remember you even mentioned the time brothers traveling to the United States or something like that.
yeah, we've been around.
You saw that, what's that?
Northern Lights.
Northern Lights and shit. There's certain spiritual things that was happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Moving through certain things.
Yeah.
And you travel. That's why it's good to travel.
Yeah.
Stay in one confined space, turn it to a damn robot.
The brother brought the precept out earlier. Sirach talks about a well-traveled man, you know?
Yeah, prisoner.
Because for instance, when you get them jakes that just believe all the jakes are, so-called black or whatever, what have you. Well, it's so like, but if you actually travel, if you went to another part of it, you'll be like, yo, they can't like, yeah. You're like, yo, these they have to be jakes, you know?
It's also hard to the video about what was it? What was it? Syrians or Algerians or something? They were dancing jakes. Oh yeah. Algerians. And they were all dancing and it was like, look at Jake. What kind of way to dance? Well, here it is. Like, you got this rapper 50 Cent. Himself after 50 Cent, and that was Italian.
I thought it was another stick-up kid. It was a real dude, isn't it?
I don't think it's a nigga.
Yeah, it was a Jake. It was a Jake.
Sure.
Well, they might have been an Italian one. I don't know.
Sure, it was
a Jake.
man.
It was a little grimy. It was a grimy stick-up. It was a grimy stick-up kid.
Okay, I'm sure there's another 50.
Maybe they might have been an Italian.
Okay, the Pretty Boy. All right, but Pretty Boy Floyd.
That's probably me.
That dude was in it. That was Jake was an Italian. That Floyd Mayweather in South Africa. That was fucking Italian.
Yeah. But they take the spirit of some of these real demons out there.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That 50 Cent, that real dude was a real grimy.
Nah, just put it 50 Cent.
Yeah, they said it was Calvin Marley or something.
Okay, a nigga. Okay, that's not correct for them now. No, but I know the Pretty Boy Floyd, that dude, type is his name in the original.
This is Mark 9, verse 17.
They're getting that from the Italian murderers.
You have Jim Jones as well, because there's a rapper Jim Jones, and then there's the preacher Jim Jones.
Death Cult.
I believe
He killed all them jakes and died.
Yeah.
Jones and black women. That's all that was a yoga. Yeah. And Anderson Crowley was down on Oxford Street. In the building on Oxford Street. Practitioners down there. Right on Oxford Street, right by Marble Arch. He was down there. This shit. My brother's more affected by this shit than brothers' feet. They are. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's read.
Mark chapter 9, verse 17. And one of the multitude answered and said, Master, I have brought unto thee my son, which have a dumb spirit. And wheresoever he taketh him, he teareth him, and he foameth, and gnasheth with his teeth, and pineth away. And I spake to thy disciples that they should cast him out, and they could not. He answereth him, and saith, O faithless generation, how long should I be with you? How long should I suffer you? Bring him unto me. And they brought him unto him. And when he saw him, straightway the spirit tear him, and he fell on the ground and wallowed foaming.
Spirits on it.
Spirits. Yeah, but spirits do that, and a lot of people with mental health, they got spirits.
Well, that's what it really is. All these mental health issues, man, they're all demons, man.
Yeah.
You know? And all these jails got mental issues, bro.
Yeah.
All of them. You know what I'm saying? You know, they've all got demons, plenty of demons.
Yeah.
You know?
You know when I read that, I was also thinking about the Christians in church that were catching the Holy Spirit, foaming at the mouth, rolling on the ground.
Yeah, that's spirits, man. Yeah.
Demons.
Like, that's a channeling. And a lot of those churches are built in graveyards.
Oh, yeah.
And they might be in the medieval building. They don't know what well, you know, the dude went to college, and then, you know, he might be Sikh Church of God. And there's some black bitches from Jamaica that just left Jamaica and now she just joined some. I don't know what's going on, man. His name's Brother Butter. Slick, smooth,
Covered in oil.
She don't know what she doing.
She don't know what she's doing. But they wicked as hell. They were the same bitches that anointed Lord and that was worshipping the Queen of Heaven. Yeah. Same people. So it's in them. You know, people look at us like we're demons, man.
Yeah.
You know?
We said that back in the Lord.
Yeah. People look at us like these cats.
But them spirits, no. Because I remember there was a story this brother told when he was up, which got near yours, and then the guy who had spirits on him stopped.
Oh, yeah.
And then he looked at you and was like that because the spirits, no, man.
Right on point. That was crazy.
It says Acts 19:15. It says, and the evil spirit answered and said, Yahushua I know, and Paul I know,
Spirit,
but who are ye?
Spirit.
Yeah, just not that's deep. This is the spirits. And another thing, if you're a man of the Lord, spirits are going to mess with you. Because you've actually got angels designed to protect you. Spirits, some brothers are more to the demons than others because one brother might crack. I'm saying a brother might be like, shit, this is not for me.
Shall not be tempted more than ye are able.
That's it. So the Lord can just do anything that He wants, man. Like, you don't know. You got top brothers in Israel, man. You don't know what they're going through, man. What kind of demons, you know? And then it might be demons that run around and jump on them, but they're making their life living healthy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Living healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta put it out there. There's different levels to them spirits and shit like that. You got hierarchies in that. You know what I mean?
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
And that means that, man. It don't mean you just read it, just stand it. No, but every day when you're in personal life, bro, you go through personal battles. Now, and guess what? I gotta say this. Every brother's got a different personal battle. You could have a lust battle, a money battle, a carnal battle. Everybody's got a different spirit. So them demons are gonna tackle the person and the character that you are, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what it's gonna do. There's no point carnal spirits coming to a dude that's just gonna, anytime that situation comes, he's gonna go, bro, man, I'm not on that. I don't want nothing to do with that. That's gonna work.
Yeah.
It's gonna, them spirits are gonna come to a brother that's like, you're gonna lose your shit. So then, the money opportunity demons are gonna come to brothers that are more on that, like, look,
Oh, yeah, right.
you know what I mean? Now you gotta start thinking like, you know what I mean? Lost. Now you battling the lost like. That's how the spirits work. Man.
Yeah.
Spirits. Hey man, look at your Yahweh Shai is a king who got offered all the kingdoms of the world. Why did he get offered that, man? He offered because he's a king. He's the king. King Solomon. Exactly, he's a king and king of Lords of Lords. Specific. So he's specific. He said, look, you want that kingdom back, man? I'll give you all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Every time he says, he said, "Thou be the Son of God."
Yep. So he's down. Imagine if he said it like that, you would stop. Okay. This is the You know what I'm saying? That's the demons, because they ain't gonna make it like they're gonna come slip.
It says, but we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, we're gonna keep it good. We can't be overwhelmed by that. Because remember, the spirits that we read fall on us. They know what we got. They know who we are. Our job is to do what we do. Now the scripture says that even that we're it says that we're spectacle unto angels. And men.
I say something on what the brother just said. He said that we're wrestling against principalities. Principality means demons, man. And the rulers of the darkness of this world. Because they were witches and warlocks, man. Freemasons, the Illuminati and that, they're trying to push out as much evil energy as possible to try and get the Lord's people to go off. So we don't return back into the Heavenly Father. And the scriptures say that if we turn back unto the Lord, what will the Lord do? He will redeem us, deliver us, and return back unto us, man. So that's the job of the elites. They don't want us to set up. They want us to have the kingdom.
If I may say too as well, because see what it is right. I always like to talk about this because you know this is a truth. The Most High controls all of the spirits. He controls spirits from the right hand side and the left hand side. So if Satan is messing with brothers, because the Lord allowed it to happen. So these masons, they can do all that sorcery and witchcraft all they want. At the end of the day, if the elect is sanctioned to get the victory, to win, then that's the deal. So that's what it is, you know. Because when you read Job chapter 2, you don't mind. You know? Yeah, this is Job chapter 2, verse 1. It says again, themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them before the Lord Yahweh. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro to the earth, or in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, and the thing of the angels, which were the sons of God, they were present, and as well as Satan was present, right? So then basically what happened was, you know, as you brothers know the story, when the Most High commanded Satan to mess with Job, he went and did what the Lord told him to do, right? He didn't go beyond the Lord's commandment. He didn't skip the commandment. He did what the Lord told him to do, and that was the deal. So if the spirits are messing with brothers, that's just to basically test all of them.
It's a beautiful point, because no matter what you're going through, as long as you're doing the work, you got to do. You do what you got to do. That's real point. That's real shit. But it's still peace. You know what I'm saying? That matter what.
Doesn't matter. Because it's the chastisement of the Lord. You know? How you take it?
It's Luke chapter 22, verse 31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. So showing you that the Most High has commanded Satan. So was sent by the command of the Heavenly Father. You see that? So it says, but I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. So that's a fact, you know. So it says, you know, scriptures talk about enduring to the end, you know, because the biggest demon that we have to battle is really ourselves, man. We're battling against ourselves. The doubt demon, like the brother, the elder was talking about. Yeah. So, you know, that's why Yahweh said, I pray for them. I pray not for the world, man.
Right.
You know?
And also, like when Yahweh Shai spoke about, because I think it was in Matthew's, I think it was Matthew 17, and he was speaking as if he was which he is, he's the mediator, and he goes before the Father and prays for us. And as well as John 17, so y'all stand corrected. So when you read John 17, basically Yahweh Shai is like that mediator in the spiritual realm, praying unto the Father that, you know, what we carry through into this life, in this ministry, you know, and as well as Yahweh Shai is that position to where he's over the spirits. In Philippians, it tells you that he's like, his name is above every name, and also it also says that you know, he's pretty much over all of his creation, including the spirits.
Yeah.
So Satan has no power. Satan really, the real power is from really the Lord himself. Yeah. So if the Most High wants to jack you up to do Satan, then that's what he's going to do. Right? But that's how that's how it goes.
The scripture says, "No, the terror of the Lord." Look what happened to Job.
Yeah.
Lost all his family.
Yeah.
Got balls all over him. But he still had to maintain integrity.
Right.
So that just shows you how you have to go through some shit and you got to fall in this flesh. Because in the flesh, but you are living like that. To the Lord, you're being perfect now.
The
Lord said to Satan, try my servant. It's my fault. It's not my God. Try it. Try it. Put him through the fire. He went up.
Precept.
Eventually he overcame.
This is John chapter 10, verse 29. Which is, my Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. Right, so the elect, they're sealed, man, they're protected. Yeah, the Lord's going to allow you to catch hell. You know, just like Job caught hell, man. But the Lord still had to protect us, to get us to where we need to get to, man.
It's John chapter 13, verse 24. The point is in verse 27. Simon Peter therefore beckoned to him that he should ask who it should be of whom he spake. He then lying on Yahweh's breast, saith unto him, Lord, who is it? Yahweh answered, he it is to whom I shall give a sop when I have dipped it. And when he had dipped the sop, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon. And after the sop, Satan entered into him. Then said Yahweh unto him, that thou doest, do quickly.
Yeah, because Yahweh knew who was going to betray him from the start. Yeah. That's at the level that he was. So, you know, he still built with it. That's how deep it is, man. He didn't kick him out from early. He actually knew that he was going to betray him from the end. He still built with it. Yeah. That's a whole different level of spirituality, bro. That's like
he cleaned his feet.
What, he cleaned his feet?
He even cleaned his feet, and he stood, you know.
Well, then that was, like, when you go to that scripture, there's parables about that as well.
Yeah.
You know? About why he was doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Precept. You are not all clean.
Let's read this and then we're going to close out.
Sirach 18 and 3. It says, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will.
That's the one right there.
Yes.
That's the one.
For he is the king of all by his power, dividing holy things among them from profane.
Yeah, so the power is in Yahweh Shai's hand. That's the power that serve Yahweh Shai. So he can come up against us.
You know scriptures, man?
Yeah, I got this Numbers 23 and 23. It's, surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time it shall be said of Jacob, of Israel, what God hath wrought. Alright, so ultimately, you know, let's see, look at all these witches and warlocks, they're praying against us, you know, sending demons against us and that. The elect, you know, they can't be like we read earlier. can't be plucked out the Heavenly Father's hand or Yahweh Shai's hand.
You know what? They're really scared of us.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now. I let me go to with them, but I'm telling you, a lot of these witches, they're scared of us. They are, man. That's all I've got to say, man. A lot of them
But this shit ain't working. Like they want it to work.
Yeah, but they
Stand now.
They know the right strong than that.
Yeah, angels are more terrifying than demons.
Exactly.
People don't seem to understand that.
They show you that in Spawn, man. The car HBO series.
Yeah.
It's a bad series.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the violator, was fucking with Spawn. And all Spawn was concerned with was the black woman. He would do anything just to get revived, just to deal back with the black woman. He's getting fucked by his friend. This is how fucked up nigga. Like, he needs to get out of this mentality. Like, he's traumatized, fucked up wonder. But he was getting shown higher things. So the demon kept violating him and said, and he showed him, he brought him there, he showed her getting popped by his best friend. You know? But then he was getting shown higher things, man. There was even a scene in that where there was a local drug dealer, he had a Bible and a cross. There was a priest who was selling drugs from the Bible. But then the demons were there with him, but you can't see them, so the people couldn't see him, and then go. You know what I'm saying? That was a deep show, man. That was a deep HBO Spawn. And there was one scene, the scene when the angels come in that scene, man. The angels come in that fucking scene. And they started killing everybody. And then Spawn bugged out. He was like, because he was used to the demons fucking with people. But the angels came and they weren't sparing nobody. So he fucked. That kind of dude was talking about the angels. So we ain't got nothing to worry. We ain't to them. We talking about the demons. We ain't worried about them fucking demons, man. But we just gotta be real about, you know, fights and spurts and what brothers go through. Yeah. But you can't. If you fear a demon, you go enough. Yeah. The Lord says that you're supposed to fear the Most High. Yeah. That's the law. That's deep.
That's great.
I'm just showing you that the Lord, when you say the Lord controls them, it's just gonna happen. But you can't fear the demons.
Yeah, the Heavenly Father sent them.
Exactly. Like, why is he sent them? Now you can be praying to him, like,
Making demons away.
This is James 2 verse 19. Thou believest that there is one power. Thou doest well. The devils also believe